Darts players are faced with many challenges, from mastering their throws to the inconsistency of practice translating into real games. But nothing prepares you for the pain and disappointment that comes with not being able to hit the 180s. Some say it's because of a lack of technical skills, others say it's a mechanics problem. But get ready to be shocked because there is a deeper problem that many players don't realize. In today's Darts Decoded, we will be tackling this strange yet deep problem. But we won't stop there. We will show you ways to tackle it so it never affects your game anymore. But before we go fully into today's video, if you want to keep improving even when you're not watching our videos, join the free Darts Decoded newsletter. Sign up and get our 5-minute warm-up guide for free. The quick routine every player should use to step up to the board feeling sharp and confident. Then, every week, you'll get one short tip that improves your practice and your mindset. No spam, no fluff, just darts. Tap the link or the button above and join now. Let's dive into today's video. The struggle to hit 180s is real. Some people attempt it almost all their lives with no positive results. On the other hand, there are those who actually hit it once, but after that, they spend years struggling to replicate it. For most of them, the frustration eventually makes them give up. The truth is, darts demands incredible precision. You have to calculate angles, grip, stance, release, rhythm, and even the smallest micro adjustments in your throw. But beyond all of these, there's one shocking factor that players often overlook, and it's the key to consistently hitting 180s. That factor is not your mechanics. It's not even about your stance. It's your mind. There's a reason why people who are mentally unstable are not allowed to engage in certain high-pressure activities like flying planes, driving trains, or handling weapons. It's the same reason your mental state can either make or break your darts performance. And nowhere does this show up more clearly than in the pursuit of hitting 180s. Here's where things go wrong. The challenge oftentimes is with the final dart. When you throw the first dart, and then the second, and they all land in the right spot, that's often because you were more relaxed. But there's just that rush of emotions that comes with knowing that you're about to throw the final dart. Unfortunately, this is the point where many darts players miss it. They get carried away by their emotions such that when 2 darts are already sitting in the 𝗶𝘂𝘀𝘀, they begin to put a lot of mental pressure on themselves for the 3rd dart, and that pressure almost always ruins the throw. The shocking truth is that it's not about mechanics, it's about psychology. The brain begins to overthink, panic, and tense up to the point where it affects the 3rd throw. And it gets even worse. The release feels tighter, the wrist doesn't move as freely, and instead of gliding into the 𝗶𝘂𝘀 like the other 2, the dart veers off just slightly, enough to turn perfection into disappointment. What makes it worse is that this moment gets replayed in the mind over and over again. The player starts to anticipate the failure of the 3rd dart before even throwing it, and this expectation grows into a self-fulfilling prophecy. Think about it. If you were to throw 3 darts into the 𝗶𝘂𝘀𝘀 during a casual practice session without even noticing, you might not feel any tension at all. But the second you realize you're 2 darts in, the game shifts from muscle memory to mental chaos. It is almost as though the target becomes smaller, the space tighter, and the dart in your hand heavier. This isn't your technique failing you, it's your mind telling your body to freeze. Your shoulders stiffen, your grip feels strange, your breathing gets shallow, and before you know it, the dart leaves your hand awkwardly. The first 2 darts look like skill, while the 3rd looks like a mistake. And the irony is that the mechanics of all 3 throws are nearly identical. The only difference is the pressure that comes with the last one. This is the reason many players can practice well at home and hit big scores, yet when they step into a real match, the 180s disappear. It's almost as though the more you want the 180, the less likely you are to get it. Enjoying this video? Hit that subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. We're here to guide you every step of the way to becoming the best player you can be. If you're wondering how to win the game between you and your mind, the real solution lies in flipping this mindset. Instead of chasing 180s, You must learn to throw every dart as if it carries no special meaning. The first, second, and third dart should all feel the same. No extra weight, no added drama. The secret is to detach yourself from the outcome and stay fully in the process. When you train your brain to treat each dart equally, the third one stops being a mountain and becomes just another step. That is the way professionals do it. They don't get overexcited about 2 darts sitting in treble 20, and they don't panic about the third. To them, it's just business as usual. That's why hitting 180s seems almost effortless for them. Buckle up for this next tip that works like magic. Simply hold a 4th dart. This way, you trick your mind to think that the third isn't a big deal. This takes the pressure off the third dart. Of course, retraining your mind doesn't happen overnight. The same way you practice your stance and grip, you must practice your mindset. A useful way to train is to deliberately focus on rhythm rather than result. Instead of telling yourself, hit treble 20, tell yourself, smooth release. Instead of thinking, I must land this, remind yourself, same as the last. These mental cues recenter your attention on the act of throwing, not the pressure of scoring. Over time, your body learns to trust the process and your brain stops interfering. The 180s then becomes a natural byproduct of consistency, not a miracle of chance. This helps to bring calm into the moment. When you notice yourself getting tense after 2 perfect darts, pause and take a breath. Inhale slowly, exhale fully, and let your muscles relax before throwing the third. This single act of breathing not only lowers anxiety, but also resets your rhythm. What seemed like a mountain seconds ago suddenly feels like another step in your routine. So the shocking reason you'll never hit 180s isn't that your throw is broken or your grip is wrong. It's that your mind turns the third dart into a monster. The good news is, you can tame that monster. You can train yourself to stop seeing the third dart as different, to stop giving it more power than it deserves. The moment you learn to treat every dart the same, the obsession will fade, the tension will drop, and suddenly, the 180 won't feel like an impossible dream. And once you experience that shift, you'll realize that the real game was never about the mechanics of your throw. It was about the strength of your mind. There you have it, Darts Decoded's The Shocking Reason You'll Never Hit 180s. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on more content designed to help you sharpen your skills. Ready to elevate your game? Watch this next video on hitting your first 180 fast to discover how to start hitting 180s effortlessly. Watch, learn, and win.